headed your way in our MLB matchup. Rangers baseball as Texas goes up against the San Francisco Giants. The MLB here on 2K Sports.
Offense and production from a veteran bat. We'll get to see that today from Aubrey Huff. Great afternoon for baseball. AT&T Park is the site. We are in San Francisco. Happy to be with you. Our broadcast of 2K Sports Major League Baseball. Starting today, Tim Lincecum. So, Steve, how's he going to handle these big Texas bats?
You better get Tim Lincecum early in the count with the fastball, because when he goes to that changeup, he's unhittable. It looks like a fastball coming out of his hand, and it just drops off the table.
Now we'll see how Ron Washington set this lineup today. John, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Julio Bourbone's a guy that they would love to see get on base and make things happen with his legs. He's a speed guy. When he gets on, he can do a lot of things to help his team win. Problem is, he has trouble getting on base. Makes it difficult to steal bases when you're not on.
And we've got Andrew Spadek as the leadoff man to get this game started.
Shortstop, number 1, Elvis Andrus.
Ball strike from Lincecum, and the count is now 0-1.
Well, this is exactly the situation where he's going to pull the curveball out. This guy really struggles with it when he's behind.
And he will let that one alone. Elvis Andrus, patience and an even count. In his career, 3 for 7 off the Giants. Breaking ball, can't find the zone. 2-1.
Listen, he's not one to get too fancy. 2-1 count. He's going to come with a fastball. I'm betting on it.
2-1 on the way. Fastball gets away from him there, and it's 3-1.
Well, hitters know those two-seam fastballs down on the way turn into ground ball outs, so they lay off of it. But with 2 strikes, it's a pitch you have to swing at.
No pitcher wants to start an inning this way. This is a free pass.
Well, managers go crazy, pull their hair out when they see the leadoff walk. He went with a fastball and 3-ball count, which is what you want to do most often. He just couldn't throw a strike.
Here's a look at how the Giants will line up defensively. And scouting those fielders, John.
Well, Buster Posey, Gary, I mean, you talk to pitchers around baseball, and when they say, look, I don't have to shake this kid off, that tells you that they have the utmost confidence in him. He's a natural leader and possesses a strong throwing arm. He's the complete package behind the plate.
Andrus is running. Ball. And he's in there at second base. Lincecum's pitch taken for a strike. 1-1.
Well, he just fooled the hitter right here. He was thinking hard. He got soft, and with great break on that curveball, he couldn't touch it.
Kinsler will take it up high. His career average, an even 300 against the Giants. And Lincecum sends the 2-1 pitch. Kinsler on the swing and a miss, and the count is even. Ian Kinsler swinging right through that one. That is strike 3.
You've got to have better plate discipline than that. With 2 strikes, you need to be defensive and try to make contact. But when you get a fastball, you need to read whether it's a strike or not.
Runner at second, Josh Hamilton batting.
A rematch of the 2010 World Series. Some great memories for the Giants and not so great memories for the Texas Rangers.
Well, you see something new in this game every day, Steve. They're going to intentionally put him on to face one of the best hitters in the game.
Well, you've got to really question this strategy, Gary. I mean, I don't know why you do this unless perhaps maybe you saw something in the scouting report. They better hope it doesn't backfire.
And it's Nelson Cruz at the plate, 1 away. Probably in last year's World Series, Steve, Giants won. That was unexpected, but really the domination in the series, no one thought that would happen.
Well, it wasn't so much the domination of the Giants pitching. We knew they were going to pitch well, but it was the Giants offense. They found that offense. It came to life in the World Series.
Swings and misses at the fastball, 0-1.
Well, what can you say more about Tim Lincecum? A back-to-back Cy Young winner in 2008, 2009, and he led the charge in the World Series to help the Giants secure that championship.
No one's on the ground, but he gets it in front of him. Guys, how much fun was it last year with Lincecum and Cliff Lee being the big stories for their respective teams, and watching these guys go at it? I mean, that's what postseasons should be about.
You know what I really liked about Tim Lincecum? He didn't pitch in the postseason to worry about what his numbers look like.
They're going to try for a double steal. Oh, man, the double steal worked as he beat the throw. Andrus will score. Oh, and they succeed on it. That's a double steal. Nice play. And he throws it away, and everybody's safe. Look out, and that ran in and got him.
Well, sometimes the fastball just gets on you. You can't get out of the way. No matter how ready you are for the pitch, he couldn't get out of the way there.
RBI opportunity here for Adrian Beltre.
Well, you really have to credit the character of this Giants team. All season long, they believed in themselves when nobody else believed in them, and they made the most out of nothing, finding ways to score runs and win games.
Cruz is at first. On at third, Hamilton. And Lincecum can't get him to swing at the low pitch. And the adage held up in the championship season for the Giants. Pitching put him there.
Well, and that's exactly right. They won the most games decided by 3 or less runs. That gets you to the playoffs and wins when you're there.
Here's the pitch. 1-0 is a fastball that runs away. 2-0.
Well, a guy that's played his whole career on the West Coast, a lot of people didn't know how Adrian Beltre could handle the East Coast baseball, the fans, the media, and all that. Adrian Beltre, though, a stellar 2010 season with the Boston Red Sox.
Comes set, now the 2-0 up the middle. And Hamilton will score. And for Beltre, it was 28 home runs, 102 RBIs. He hasn't had that many ribbies since 2004 in L.A.
And you know what? He was in the final year of a contract then. He got the big free agent contract. Now in the final year of a contract in 2010. Gets the big contract moving forward in 2011 and beyond.
And in the batter's box, here's Moreland. And the offense here is putting on the show. Right now, they're in charge of this ball game.
Well, they staked out an early lead in this one, just where they want to be.
Well, you know, when you hit like this in the first inning, you start to anticipate maybe a healthy bit of run support coming in this game. He makes contact, line drive. That looks like a single. Steve, sometimes that pitch down the middle you want to drive. He chose to take it the other way.
Oh, good piece of hitting. You don't have to always pull that ball. You think up the middle at first and then adjust accordingly. Outstanding adjustment. Now, Gary, some big-time pressure mounting right here for young Tim Lincecum.
And Steve, he's going to try to find a way out of the bases loaded jam. Probably looking for that double play.
Well, he's going to have to pitch to the bottom of the strike zone and get the hitter to top it, and then let his infielders do their job.
Lincecum with the delivery. That's up high. Napoli not going.
Got to really credit the way this offense is working the count here in the first inning. They understand the game decided by middle relievers today. They may get this starter out early.
Come on, Fred. Come on, Brian.
Fastball misses badly. He's behind 2-0. He has gone 9 out of 16, hitting over 500 against the Giants.
And it's just amazing how he can have this team's number year in and year out.
On the slider, 2-0, and he missed it 2-1.
Well, anytime you recognize a slider, you got to be very patient with it. You can't be over anxious. You got to stay back, and then when you see it good enough, let it fly.
He's ready now, the 2-1. And Mike Napoli swings and misses at that one, and the count is now even. Fastball well off the mark, and it's full 3-2. Napoli digging in. Here's the pitch. You're out. Swung on and missed. Strike three. Mike Napoli is struck out.
Well, they went away right there, and he put a pretty good swing on it, but just couldn't quite make contact. Walking back to the dugout now.
And Bourbon settles in, and he's got a shot with the bases loaded.
They can really open up this game now with a big hit.
Pitcher wants this big hit more than anyone. Two outs, bases loaded. Ball. And Lincecum no luck with that pitch upstairs.
A good action on that pitch running away, but it's a ball you have to get down to the zone. Don't throw it up.
At the belt, the 1-0. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0.
You got the bases loaded, nowhere to put them, and you put yourself in a great hitter's count, 2-0. You got to come in with the strike. You don't want to run the risk of 3-0 and walking a run in.
Hard grounded to short, and Tejada gets to it. Throw in time forces him at second for the third out. Early scoring, that's always a blessing. They get it going here. The Rangers lead 2-0. And C.J. Wilson is the pitcher. He's starting the game for Texas. So, Steve, how's he going to handle these San Francisco bats today?
A good-looking left.
There's a swing and a ball lifted high, deep down the line and right. Hits the wall on the fly. This is how the Giants are lining up. Any of these bats stand out, Joe?
Well, you always need a veteran guy. When you can have a veteran that hits in the middle of your lineup and a veteran guy who's a clutch hitter like Aubrey Huff, you have something very, very special. He's a guy that's not going to put up the big monster numbers that blow you away, but what he's going to be is consistent and show the young players on the team how to go about being a major league player.
And Freddie Sanchez up. Suarez, the runner at first base. Watches a changeup go by for strike one.
But Gary, awfully tough to read this pitch out of his hand. He has great deception, makes it look like a fastball. It just comes out so much slower.
Wilson gets set and delivers. And they pitch out. Nobody's moving. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1.
Well, you want to keep an eye on the runner right here. 2-1 count. They're not likely to pitch out. The runner gets put in motion. You might see a hit and run right here.
Now Sanchez, a 3-1 count. That gives him a little better look.
Good action on that cut fastball down in the zone. Hitter just laid off.
Line towards second. Kinsler for one, but he'll hang on to that, so they will get one.
That ball was hit so hard, the second baseman barely had time to react, but playing in the right spot, he gets the out.
Now batting one down, here's Aubrey Huff.
Well, guys, anytime you can throw a converted reliever into the rotation and get the amount of innings and the wins that C.J. Wilson gave the Texas Rangers, you know you have something special.
Cutter misses badly, 1-0. As John said for C.J. Wilson, what a transition it was into the rotation. 15 wins, Steve.
I mean, he had more innings pitched in 2010 than his previous 3 seasons combined. A big workload for him, but he's in great shape. He handled it well, and he had dominating performances at times, especially late in the year.
Wilson gets set and delivers. Boy, excellent movement to the cutter, and it's 1-2.
Well, I'm going out of the zone right now, Gary, trying to get him to chase something rather than giving him a good pitch to hit.
The 1-2 on its way. And this is popped up on the left side. One. Decides not to try for the double play, hangs on to it. Now we'll take a quick look at the Rangers, see where they are positionally. Particular standouts here, John?
I love Ian Kinsler. Look, his bat is why he's in the lineup, but his defense has improved up the middle. Sometimes, though, he loses his concentration and boots the routine ball, but he has gotten so much better at that, and that's why he's one of the better defenders in the infield.
And with 2 down, it'll be Buster Posey. He's in his 3rd year in the majors.
Andres Torres has the kind of speed to run whenever he can. Look out, you better keep him close.
Moreland over there at first base trying to hold that runner. First pitch he let go by, and it was a ball. 1-0. The 1-0 pitch. And Posey lets it go. It is outside for a ball.
I tell you, this guy's cutter is absolutely amazing. It's got such late break and late movement that it just runs right in on the hitter and just eats him up.
And he comes back with one that's in there, and it's 2-1. And certainly that cut fastball we're talking about, Steve, Mariano Rivera's made a living off that.
Well, no question about it. He's had a great career, and really it's blossomed its usage around to many other pitchers.
And he watches the low pitch from Wilson.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
Let's go, Giants! Need a win, Giants.
That misses ball 4. The potential tying run on base.
Right fielder.
Well, pitcher nibbling a little bit right here. Hitter not being overly aggressive, laying off those borderline pitches.
RBI chance, Cody Ross. 0 for 3 lifetime off Wilson. Two men on and 2 men out. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0.
Well, that pitch just took off right there and exploded out of the pitcher's hand. Kept it just a little bit inside, though. Tough pitch to hit. Good job by the hitter to lay off.
Called strike away, and it's even at 1.
Outstanding mechanics right there. He gets all of his body into the pitch. Great velocity on it. A strike away.
Here's a spin and a throw back to second, and he dives back safely. He watches the 1-1 pitch, takes a fastball, strike 2.
That's a good four-seam fastball. You establish the bottom part of the zone, then you run the heater up in the zone. A lot of time it becomes a take pitch.
He delivers, and this is bounced foul to the left side. Ross puts it into the Mother Earth. And he makes it to first in time. Caught a wild throw.
Number 9.
Now Pat Burrow with the RBI look. Steve, you're going to like the odds right here. You get that base hit, and all of a sudden this game changes.
Well, if he hits one over the ball, too, it completely changes the complexion of this game.
They've had to battle back. Here's a chance to get the lead. Ross at first. Posey's on at second. Torres at third. Liner towards the hole. Moreland handling it. And out. Pitcher makes a nice play at first base.
That was a nice play. Saw the opportunity at first. Didn't waste any time getting over. That's the key. Beat the runner to the bag.
Good hustle off the mound. C.J. Wilson, wow, what a nice job of pitching. He ends up walking one, but no one scores, and he strands that one on base. And we'll see the Rangers. Bottom part of the order will get their chance offensively. Great afternoon for baseball. Happy that you're here with us. Forecast still partly cloudy later. And Linscomb's pitch gets too close. That'll be taken for a ball.
Well, a good pitch right there. He tried to get one in on his hands, but he just missed, though, in off the plate. Great pitch.
Can't make contact with a fastball. Evens him up 1-1.
Well, he's got great movement on that two-seamer. It's one of the best around.
1-1 on the way. Swung on and fouled away. Here's the pitch. Started to go around, but a called strike 1 and 2. Able to set him down there. Chalk that one up as a strikeout for him.
Well, 92 miles per hour, you can get away with some mistakes, but it would be nice to have some movement.
Elvis Andrus is batting here, 1 away.
You know, as good as that Rangers team was in 2010, a great offense and improved pitching staff. They played great at home, but they did not play as well on the road as you might think.
Big breaker on the 0-0 pitch. It's a called strike. The road record for the Rangers, surprisingly, I think, 39-42 in the road.
You know what it was? The offense wasn't the same away from their home stadium, and I think that comes into play a lot of times with these offensive ballparks at home.
Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Pitcher's got him right where he wants him now. Up ahead, 0-2. He can waste a pitch if he wants to.
Ground ball, Andrus. Sanchez in position, and that'll retire Andrus.
Second baseman, number 5, Ian Kinsler.
And we've got Kinsler batting. Two outs and nobody on. First pitch to him. Call strike from Linscomb, and the count is now 0-1.
Well, that's right down the chute. The hitter must have been looking for something else. Otherwise, you have to swing at that.
The pitch. That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Kinsler now cut that swing down.
Oh, he doesn't like to mess around. You get 0-2 on him, he's coming at you with the fastball.
Curveball. Thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Doing at the plate.
That one fouled off by Kinsler.
Foul!
And Ian Kinsler looks at that one, a ball to even.
Well, he doesn't want to lose him. A 2-2 count. He's going to go right at him. You've got a good fastball. This is the time to use it.
There's a swing and a liner, and that'll retire the side. Caught by Sanchez, and they aren't able to get anything going in this half inning. 3 up, 3 away. Texas 2, San Francisco nothing. Glad you're with us this afternoon. Some fans bundled up in their jackets, a little chilly. Miguel Tejada leading it off. Tejada hits the ground ball. Andrus with a pickup. And that'll retire Tejada.
Third base, number 48, Pablo Sandoval.
Sandoval at the plate.
Well, usually when you start the season, your third hitter, if he struggles, usually goes to 5th or 6th in the lineup, but not the case with Pablo Sandoval. He was not only dropped to 7th and 8th in the lineup, he was actually out of the lineup for a good part of the second half of the season. That's how much he struggled. He needs to lose some weight and get in better shape, and when he does, I think things can turn around for him.
One out, nobody on. Wilson gets set and delivered. Swings and misses. The good change right there. 0-1. How about the Giants being able to win when your number 3 hitter going into the season ends up falling out of the lineup in Pablo Sandoval? Guys, that's just amazing.
Well, it's amazing because it's a credit to the pitching staff, because your number 3 hitter struggles, comes out of the lineup. Now, I think the reason he came out of the lineup was he's not a real good defender. So if you're not going to hit or catch the ball, then you're not going to play, because if your replacement can at least catch the ball, they'll take it despite the struggling bat.
That misses down in the zone. 2-1. He has gone 5 for 10 lifetime against the Rangers. And now Pablo Sandoval. He's got a 3-1 count.
Well, that's where you look for a changeup from the pitcher away in the strike zone. If they look for it and get it, they can really shoot that thing the other way and do some damage.
Here he comes. 3-1. Now here's a grounder towards the hole. And that will retire Sandoval.
Pitcher number 55, Tim Mexico.
As the pinch hitter comes into the game now, it officially closes the book on this guy's day.
Base is empty with 2 outs. Watches a fastball that's in there. 0-1.
A good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
No balls, 1 strike. Here's Wilson. And he leaves that one alone. Mike DeRocha, patience, and evens the count up. One pitch, fastball, high, 2-1.
Well, that pitch right there just seemed to get away from the pitcher, took off on him. Looked like he tried to overthrow that a little bit.
Here's the 2-1. That one swung on and missed by Mike DeRocha. That'll even up the count.
Well, you know, this is a very difficult pitch to hit because there's no way the hitter can put any good wood on this particular pitch. The problem is it's so tough for the pitcher to keep hitting that location consistently. That's why you only see this pitch every once in a while.
Changeup misses, full, 3-2.
Well, you got to like the way he's changing speed and mixing up his pitches. He just missed, though, with that changeup down and away.
DeRocha gets the bat ready. Here it comes. And the pitcher's not going to get the call on that one. That's going to be in the base on balls category.
I just let this battle get away from him, as the batter wasn't going to waste any swing on anything outside the zone.
That'll bring Andres Torres to the plate.
Well, a guy that's getting a chance to prove that he can be an everyday player, and that's Andres Torres. I tell you, I love to watch this kid play. Very, very energetic, but very no-nonsense. You're not going to see a lot of histrionics like you see a lot of guys chest pounding and all that stuff. He goes out to play to beat you, and if he gets on base 2 or 3 times in this game today, his team will beat you.
He had a single in his last time up. That pitch was out of the zone from Wilson. The pitch, and he watches one at the knees, and it's 1-2.
Oh, Gary, he's got such an effective fastball. He likes to use it. And, 1-2 count. He doesn't like to mess around. Look for him to go right at him with the heater.
1-2 pitch coming. Torres hits this one down, and he'll step on first to retire the side. So they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. The Rangers maintain the advantage. And here's Josh Hamilton.
Number 32, Josh Hamilton.
It's going to be Santiago Casilla on the mound as they make a line drive towards short. And it's caught by Tejada.
There's no justice in this game. When you hit it that hard, you should get a base hit, but he hit it right at the shortstop, and unfortunately, he's back to the dugout.
And stepping up to the plate, here's Nelson Cruz.
Well, you see guys that come right to the big leagues and they make an impact immediately. Nelson Cruz wasn't one of those guys. Didn't really start being an everyday player until he was 28 years old. But he is making up for lost time.
Base is empty, 1 out. Swung on, hit by Cruz. And that one falls in there for a single.
At the plate.
That's going to bring up Adrian Beltre. You know, guys, for Nelson Cruz, breakout year 09, then some injuries slowed him down in 2010. The great part for him is that still the numbers went up even with the injury.
You know, it's interesting, guys. This is his 4th team. He started with the Mets, went to the A's, went to the Brewers, now the Rangers. I admit, I traded him. I didn't think he'd have this kind of power.
First one to Beltre. Here's the pitch. First pitch, and he misses the fastball. Strike 1. Career numbers for him, 277 off the Giants.
Try not to make a fool of yourself up there, Adrian.
Casilla sets and throws. That's a swung on and hit pitch. Burrow there. 2 retired here.
At the plate for the Texas Rangers. First baseman.
And in the batter's box, here's Moreland. He's 1 for 1 so far. A runner on first with 2 outs. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
And it's 0-1. Casilla having him look at that one.
Looks like the hitter's waiting for a pitch that he can get up in the zone to drive a little bit. That's why he went down to the zone with that 4-seamer.
There's a swing. Fly ball down the line and left. This one's going to be fielded by Burrell. And he's there to retire the side. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand him. And we'll see the Giants. And for those of you catching up with us, hi, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Clark and Steve Phillips, bringing you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And doing the pitching, it'll be Alexei Ogando as they make the pitching swap. And Cruz is there. Robs over, puts it away.
Number 17.
Now batting one down. Here's Aubrey Huff as he gets the Giants lineup today. John, what's his strategy?
When Darren Oliver first came up to the big leagues, he was a power pitcher, 95 to 100-mile-an-hour fastball with a great breaking ball. Well, that's changed as he's gotten older. Now he relies on control, and he's equally effective against lefties as he is righties. And he's a guy who, not many times you can say this about a reliever, but he's an innings eater out there. He can give you 2-3 innings, no matter whether it's a blowout or a close game, and he's had a resurgence in his career as a reliever.
Popped out of foul territory last time. Now batting one down. Here's Aubrey Huff. Popped out. Foul ground last time around. And he starts Huff out. And that's a ball. Oliver too far outside with it.
Well, so many times teams that win and get into the postseason, they grab a guy that no one else wanted and hope they can catch lightning in a bottle. The San Francisco Giants in 2010 did just that with Aubrey Huff. Here's a guy who hit third in their lineup, led them in home runs and RBIs, and was a force in the middle that they haven't had for years.
Take one for the team. Well, sometimes it's going to leave a mark, and that's definitely going to. The fastball hurt.
That's going to bring up Buster Posey.
Gary, we see that guy get hit with a pitch. I mean, sometimes, listen, as a pitcher, you just lose a grip on the ball. It doesn't come out of your hand the right way. You end up hitting somebody.
One out. Runner on at first. Posey gets the bat on it. And the throw's just in time to get him at second. Great play. And on this replay, you got to look at that again. That's an outstanding play to get the out.
Well, I tell you what, a great dive, but then the awareness to get to his feet and make a strong, accurate throw.
And in the batter's box, it's Ross. Now Napoli sets the target. And that's in there. Oliver ahead 0-1.
Well, the hitter struggles with curveballs when he's behind in the count. I suspect they're going to go to the hook.
And with 2 strikes, Cody Ross, he's got to protect that strike zone.
Well, he's a very defensive hitter when the count gets to 0-2, so I'm going to try to get him to chase something out of the zone.
Trying to get him to bite, but he lays off outside. 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. That one's in the dirt. Nice stop. That one's drilled to short. Comes up with that out. He pulled that one right in off his shoe tops. Well, they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Still unable to find the offense. San Francisco still a Zippo up here.
Coming to bat with a
It's got to be Napoli.
catcher, number 44, Mike Napoli.
And here's the first one. Fastball inside. He had to do a little dancing on that one.
To be a successful major league pitcher, you cannot be afraid to pitch inside. That's a good example of it right there. Look out.
Now the 1-0 from Casilla misses outside for ball 2. There's a swing and a drive, deep right field. And to Ross. It's back towards the wall, and he still puts it away.
This ball looked good coming off the bat. I thought it would carry a little bit further, but the right fielder able to keep a beat on it, roam back and put it away.
And Bourbon settles in. Bounced into a fielder's choice as last time. One out, nobody on. Here's the first pitch. And it's 0-1. Casilla having him look at that one.
He's painting the black away with that fastball, Gary, hitting the spots and with great velocity.
Here's the delivery. Looks at a fastball in there, and it's quickly 0-2. Fastball got him looking 2 down.
Well, that's what you love to see from a pitcher, setting guys down quickly. Keeps that pitch count down.
1, 2, 3. Can't ask for any more efficiency than that, John.
No, an excellent pitch selection there.
With the pinch hitter coming into the game now, it means we're going to see a new pitcher starting off the next inning.
2 outs, base is empty. Can't get him to chase that one outside, ball 1.
Well, you see, he just missed with that fastball right there away. Let's see if they try to come back inside to try to jam him.
Here's the 1-0. Low for a ball, and it's 2-0. He looks at that fastball. Called strike. 2-1.
Unless you stay back and really think about going the other way, you've got no chance of hitting that four-seamer down and away.
Here he comes. 2-1 pitch. He watches the fastball go by. Now it's 2-2.
I did not swing at that pitch. I mean, he throws your fastball right down the middle. You got to be ready when you get your pitch to deliver.
That one's going to be down low, 3-2.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That two-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
A line drive towards the hole. This is placed perfectly for a base hit. And that'll bring Elvis Andrus to the plate.
Well, anytime you're sitting on the bench, it's hard to tell what a pitcher's really throwing unless you're getting in that batter's box. You come off the bench very cold like he was and delivers. That is huge.
Murphy's on at first. First pitch on the way to Andrus. Off the plate with a fastball, and it's 1-0. Career, he's 0 for 1 off Casilla. Pauses, and now the 1-0. Let's the 1-0 pitch go by. 1-1.
Gary, the numbers seem to indicate he likes to go fastball on a 1-1 count, trying to get back ahead again.
Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2. Here's the delivery. Andrus makes contact. That's going to be a foul ball. Catcher can't control it. Oh, and he got him. What a throw. He gets the play at first base.
Hey, Gary, as soon as the pitcher lets go of the ball, he knows what can happen in this situation. He's hoping his catcher can stop it and get the out in time. Great heads-up play.
There's a big 2 right there. No runs and a base hit. They lead 1 man on at first. Texas 2. San Francisco nothing. And if you're just joining our 2K Sports Major League Baseball broadcast with John Kruk and Steve Phillips, I'm Gary Thorne. And doing the pitching, it'll be Neftali Feliz. They've decided it was time to make a change here.
Well, if you're the hitter on deck when Neftali Feliz comes in the game, you better start swinging early. Here's a guy who consistently hits triple digits with that unbelievable fastball. He's still working on a slider. He's still working on that breaking ball, but he's a young pitcher, and when you throw that hard, you don't want to change anything. Look for gas if you're the hitter.
Feliz sets, throws. Third pitch to him, swung on and missed. Strike 1. It's now 3-1. Burrow's got the hitter's count.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Four-seam fastball up in the zone.
Now the 3-1 pitch. And the leadoff man's job. Get on base. He does it there with ball 4.
Walking the leadoff man, it's not a good sign. Good discipline by the hitter to lay off the high pitch and take his base.
And that'll bring Miguel Tejada to the plate. 0 for 1 thus far. A runner on first, no outs. First pitch to Tejada. That one's high. Feliz unable to get him to chase.
Well, he tried that four-seam fastball up in the zone to get him the chase. Tough pitch to lay off of. Good job by the hitter.
Tejada hits the ground ball. Boy, what a time now to capitalize if they can.
A perfect situational hitting. This is exactly the time you want to go the other way.
And what we're talking about is taking the ball where it's pitched. It's outside, go the other way. Chance to drive in a run for Pablo Sandoval.
When you're looking to try to get something going, to manufacture runs, bringing in a guy who can run can be absolutely critical and beneficial.
Runners at first and second. Nobody out. Feliz sets, throws. And it's plucked off the field. And that will retire Sandoval.
Well, that's a big first out of this inning. Now let's see if he can come back and get out of this thing unscathed. Well, not hard to understand this one, Gary. You're going to bring in the pinch hitter for the pitcher. Hopefully a guy who can come up with a big hit.
Ball. And Feliz tries inside. That's going to be the ball. Ready with a 1-0.
1-1.
And Napoli spotting the pitch.
1-2.
A 1-1 pitch, and he watches that curve for strike 2. Feliz, the 1-2 delivery. Mike Fontenot refusing to bite on that. That'll even up the count.
2-2 count. You still have a pitch you can waste, and you can make one of those borderline strikes and see if you can get him to chase it.
At the belt, here's the 2-2 pitch. It goes foul. Fastball in there, struck him out number 2.
San Francisco Giants.
2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact. A situation right here where Andres Torres is going to have to draw upon some of that experience where he's gotten it done in the past.
Batting 1 for 5 lifetime off the Rangers. Runners at second and third with 2 outs. Torres gets set. Here's the first pitch. Swung on a miss. Feliz getting it by him. Here's the pitch. And Andres Torres watches that one go by. That's a ball and evens the count. The 1-1. He takes a fastball for a strike. Now it's 1-2.
Velocity and location are absolutely critical. That pitch was exactly where he wanted to throw it.
And he struck him out. That strands the tying run at second. Ball game over.
Fans going home unhappy in this one. Their offense just did not get it done as the opposing pitching just shut them down. Wow.
And now let's get a recap of an outstanding individual performance. He's our player of the game. No doubt, great pitching, C.J. Wilson.
And he had everything working today in this game. Keeping the hitters off balance, that's the way you pitch. His off-speed pitches complementing his fastball. Everything was working, and that's why they got him for performances like this. And Gary, that's why we named him our player of the game.
It was a shutout. They mustered only a couple of runs, but they didn't need any more.
Well, it was all about pitching in this one, and the bats just weren't there today as the pitchers dominated the game.
Great day for baseball here at 2K Sports. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Gary Thorne with John Kruk, Steve Phillips, and our great 2K Sports crew. We wish you a great rest of the day or night, wherever you may be in baseball land.